democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
We are back, people. Having spent a week in London with Take Back Power, your humble narrator has now returned.
Can you dig it?
We've got some exclusive footage to share with you as we saw Take Back Power occupying high-end locations in the city, as well as redistributing food from major supermarkets and carrying out cultural protest stunts in the capital. Let's see what's happening. We're here outside Ferrari with Take Back Power. Take Back Power are inside Ferrari, staging a demonstration, as you can see. Brief occupation with chants. Can't get in the building at the moment. The proprietors locked the door, unfortunately. The proprietor of Ferrari was visibly stunned as members of Take Back Power occupied the showroom. The group, who are calling for wealth equality and proper taxes for the rich, sat for over 10 minutes without interruption as they chanted slogans while a curious and mostly supportive public watched on through the large glass windows. Coincidentally, the protest began just as a driver in one of their sports cars was held in traffic directly in front of the showroom.
Nice.
With no sign of the authorities, the group then left and with military precision dispersed before moving on to the second location of the day. So what's going on with Ferrari, guys?
Well, it's a shop zone that's used by the super rich. The sort of goods that are sold in there are beyond the reach of the average person. We need to tax the super rich. Head to takebackpower.net.
Take Back Power then blocked one of the entrances to Burlington Arcade. Members of the public applauded and shouted support for the group, who stayed for around 20 minutes, and while there were no physical altercations, the megaphones being used for the chants and some of the placards were put out of reach by the confused staff fairly into the beginning of the demonstration. Nonetheless, the group continued to chant as tourists and other passers-by nodded along in agreement.
This is what democracy looks like! The billionaires have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The billionaires have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The billionaires have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The billionaires have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The billionaires have got to go! Take power! Take power! Take power! Take power! Take power!
That's what I'm telling you.
Tax the super rich now! 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 The billionaires have got to go! The billionaires have got to go! This is what democracy looks like! 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 Power! 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 We demand equality!
It's a protest against wealth equality. Wealth inequality, I should say.
The billionaires have got to go! The billionaires have got to go! The billionaires have got to go!
So, the final occupation of the day was none other than the world-famous Harrod's department store. While the first two locations saw only placid and mostly verbal responses from the staff, this time we saw a more directly interactive response from the security personnel as Take Back Power began the protest in the food hall of the overpriced and undertaxed outlet for posh knobs and gullible tourists.
Can we still get out here? Can you go out? Thanks, mate. What's going on, guys?
Well, we've just been dragged out of Harrods. We were literally sitting down, protesting the fact that we've got 4 million children in poverty, crumbling public services, our NHS is on its knees, and we've got a no-brainer solution in order to deal with this. Rather than people, like shopping at high-end stores, why aren't they taking a stand for the fact that we have extreme levels of poverty in the country? All we are is ordinary people taking a stand, and we know what we need to do. We need to tax the rich, we need to disperse wealth, and we need to create a house of the people where ordinary people have a say. So, we don't have homeless people out on the streets here and people shopping at super rich stores inside. It's not the society that we want to live in, and we're taking a stand as a community to say we need to take back power into our communities, tax the rich, create a house of the people where ordinary people have a say on the society and communities that we want to build.
Excellent testimony there from Joe, who you're going to be seeing more of shortly. Most of the protesters were unhurt, apart from a few minor cuts and scrapes being dragged over the vinyl mats on the way out.
'Tis but a scratch.
Take back power! We are the people! We won't be silent! Tax the super rich! Now, 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 now! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! How can we fix Britain? Tax the super rich! How do we tax the super rich? House of the people! How do we fix Britain? Tax the super rich! How do we tax the super rich? House of the people! How do we fix Britain? Tax the super rich! How do we fix Britain? Tax the super rich! And how do we tax the super rich? House of the people! And how do we tax the super rich? House of the people! House of the people! House of the people! Take back power! Take back power! Take back power! Take back power! 4 million kids in poverty! We demand equality! 4 million kids in poverty! We demand equality! How do we fix Britain? We tax the super rich! How do we fix Britain? Tax the super rich! How do we tax the super rich? House of the people! How do we tax the super rich? House of the people!
Unlike the reaction at Harrods, staff at Liberty returned to the shocked
What's going on here? Look, slapped all over your Chevy Chase.
as Take Back Power remained in place for over a quarter of an hour, finishing with a flourish and a shower of coloured confetti on the way out. There was some excellent de-escalation outside when a group member pointed out that the protest concerns low-paid workers like the very guard that she was speaking to. People who struggle to support families, while CEOs and owners rake in millions and billions of pounds. There was no attempt by security to follow us as we left the area on this occasion, but as we went on to our final destination, we were about to experience a response from the authorities from the first time during the 2-day occupation protests. Initially, only a few of the group managed to get inside Claridge's hotel, a series of normally dressed people who arrive on foot as opposed to in a Bentley with Gucci suits in tow, and yes, I literally saw that while we were there, by the way, and must have raised suspicion for the doormen who clocked that we weren't there to check in for £1,000 per night stay. Yes, it literally cost that much, by the way. The gate at the side entrance to the luxury bar was also closed, meaning that the chants and testimonies had to take place on the steps to an audience of bemused yet supportive construction workers across the road and pedestrians who, again, clapped and showed support as they passed by.
This is what democracy looks like! Tell me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! How many kids in poverty? We demand equality! When I say take back, you say power! Take back power! Take back power! When I say take back, you say power! Take back power! Take back power! When I say take back, you say power! Take back power! Take back power! When I say take back, you say power! Take back power! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The billionaires have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The billionaires have got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The billionaires have got to go! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! defeated. The people united will never be defeated. 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 One. We are the people. We won't be silent. Three. Tax the super rich. Now, 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 now. One. We are the people. Two. We won't be silent. Three. Tax the super rich. Now, 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 now. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
And this is a story across the country. Ordinary people being locked out of places in the capital city. I mean, in recent years, life for ordinary people across this country has got worse and worse. There's a skyrocketing cost of living crisis, and ordinary people are being priced out of housing and food. At the same time as this, we have multi-millionaires and billionaires hoarding more and more wealth. Since COVID, billionaire wealth in this country has more than doubled. Where do you think this money's coming from? It's coming from hard-working ordinary people across this country. Teachers, nurses, doctors, security guards at places like this. And it doesn't have to be this way. All people across this country want to tax the super rich. 75% of this country want to tax the super rich. Yet our government is too scared to do it. It's an absolute joke. So we've come out today to the streets of central London to send a clear message. We have had enough of the super rich's luxury lifestyles whilst people across this country can't afford to get by. Ordinary people should have a say in the decisions which affect our lives. So that's why we're calling for a house of the people, house of tax the rich. A message to the workers of Claridge's. We're sorry for disrupting your day. You are not the target here. We know you're paid minimum wage. But why is it that we live in a country where there's 156 billionaires and 4 million children living in food poverty? There should not be people paying millions to stay at a hotel every night while there's 4 million children living in food poverty. So we're sorry for disrupting your day, but this is the only way that we can take a stand. We've tried voting, we've tried signing petitions, we've tried emailing our politicians. Nothing works. So we're executing our democratic right of protest to say we will not stand for this. We want a permanent house of the people with powers to tax the rich. It's not much to ask. 156 billionaires to give away a small portion of their wealth so that everyone in this country has what they need, the essentials that they need to get by. I know that this man, Form, he was an ex-soldier. He's done service. Thank you for your service, sir. But you don't want to live in a country either where you've got 4 million children living in food poverty. So I'm especially sorry for disrupting this gentleman's day. But something needs to change, and this is the only way that we've got.
This was also the longest of the protests. While it ended within minutes of the arrival of the Met, it lasted for over half an hour. There were no arrests, but the police seemed familiar with at least some of the people there, according to what I heard them saying into the radios, and even produced a folder which seemed to have various mugshots of people they suspected to be involved there. Though I only got a glancing look myself, as I had to catch up with people after they dispersed. I'm pretty sure that that's what was going down as we left. A couple of officers followed us, but only for a couple of streets before we got onto the tube. You saw some great testimony from Joe there. That's not the only reason I said that Joe will be coming up again in this video. The following day, there was an open non-violent training session in Hyde Park at Speaker's Corner. The location itself has a history where protest and civil disobedience is concerned and was publicly advertised prior to taking place. This particular training session, though, came with a twist, as our cunning undercover reporter on the scene will now explain.
Down with it.
Yes, get on with it! Get on with it!
Okay people, we're here at Hyde Park. Sorry about the lack of narration on the video so far, that's due to circumstances I hope you'll understand already. But today's a bit different. There's a non-violence training taking place in the park. For anybody who's familiar with non-violence, that is essentially the method of protest that groups like Take Back Power use when going out to demonstrate and protest. This time, it's kind of a bit of a game, a bit of a, not cat and mouse, but essentially attempting to bait the authorities to come and disrupt or raid the training, which has happened in the past at other indoor training events, and hopefully this is going to make the Met look really bad, because taking away people's right to free assembly is obviously somewhat dystopian. You'll have no doubt heard on the news over the past couple of days that Keir Starmer now wants to ban more protests relating to pro-Palestine organisations with the old feelings over facts. So I'm going to go into the park. I'm just hanging back away from the group so that I'll hopefully be able to film the Met as they come up, so we'll see what happens. Right, so I'm hanging back here. That's the non-violence training session. You can see, I think it's just started. So I'm chilling back here, no sign of the fuzz. See what happens. It's actually good to sit down out in a green space, to be honest, and yeah, touch the grass and stuff. It's been a hectic few days in the urban chaos of the capital, and it's more or less just a waiting game where I'm concerned. It's a strange one where usually you hope that the Met aren't going to show up, but it's the complete opposite today. If they do, it is, you know, just really going to show the state of policing in this country, which is absolutely appalling. The session's set to last for a couple of hours, so plenty of time. I'll keep posted. So there's you can hear the helicopter. I don't know if this is hot or what, but it's done a few circles now, just right around where the training session is, so it's just gone behind the trees. Call me paranoid, but you can never rule anything out. It's just done a couple of circles around. Could just be general lookout stuff. There's a session. Sorry about the shaky cam. Zoomed in very closely. And I'm full of coffee. But actually quite relaxed, to be honest. Okay people, quick walk and talk video. I had observed that someone was watching the session. Did a bit of a lap around them to gauge who they were. It actually turns out it's someone who I've been arrested with on Action, one of our trusted journalists, who's actually a really sound guy. He does journalism on the ground in Palestine, Lebanon, various Middle East conflicts. Really essential, nothing to worry there. And at the moment I'm just walking up this path because I noticed just when we get past this tree, sorry, I'll be able to zoom in, we have, it looks like three police vans. Can you see the luminous yellow and blue up there? So I'm going to try and circle around and see if they're here for something else or if they're here for this. There's been a couple of discussions about relocating for the rest of the session somewhere else that might get a bit more attention. I won't say where that is just yet, but yeah, we'll see. They're about halfway through at the moment. I thought they were further through the session, but they didn't actually start on time, so it's a little bit behind. Look at all these crows and ravens. I've been trying to do a bit of nature observation while I'm doing this as well. And it's nice to come on the park after being holed up in safe houses and everything this week, so just reconnecting with nature and whatnot. Maybe some of these crows and ravens are undercover Babylon. I don't know. That was a joke, by the way. I'm not that paranoid. I'm just pretending to be lost and looking for where I'm pretending to go on this map, but just move to the side. See trees. That's the front of the vans. There's two more behind that one. Doesn't look like any of them are out of the vans yet. I'm going to hang here for a few minutes just in case. I've just seen a van, police van, go down that way on the right. I think the session's over here, but that path down there, they might be trying to come in from behind, do the old pincer perhaps. I know that a couple of other people went to try and check out the vans, so I'm just going to come back and regroup. I'm not the only person hanging back, so that we can film if anything happens. So I'm just going to fill it in with the details. Right, it's on. They're here. Yes. So my fears were correct. Police have just showed up. Let's try and zoom in. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be warnings or arrest or what, but something is definitely happening.
We've got 4 million children living in food poverty. All we're asking for is to tax the super rich, give away a small portion of their wealth so that ordinary people enjoy a decent standard of living.
Again, I'm being arrested today for taking a stand. There's 4 million children in this country who live in food poverty. We've got the super rich who are still hoarding their wealth. Why is it that our NHS isn't being funded? Why aren't our public services being funded? Why do we have 156 billionaires who get away with hoarding their wealth? All we're asking for is they give away a small portion of their wealth so that ordinary people in this country have enough to get by. I'm sure that the officers who are arresting me today would agree with me. Quite frankly, we have done all that we can in terms of voting. We've emailed our politicians, we've asked politely, and now, again, non-violently, we're taking a stand so that ordinary people are able to have a say on how our society is organised. We want a house of the people, a permanent house of the people, with powers to tax the rich, where ordinary citizens will have a say on the way that wealth is redistributed so that everyone has the essentials that they need to get by and can enjoy a decent standard of living. It really is as simple as that. 75% of people in this country want a wealth tax. Why don't we have it? It's because we don't live in a democracy. We live in a state where billionaires are in the back pockets of politicians. Politicians do not listen to ordinary people. They run where the money goes. Join us at takebackpower.net if you agree and want to take a stand.
Yeah, arrests have already started very quickly. So Joe's just been arrested. Okay, I've just got myself into a better spot here. As far as I know, only one person's been taken away so far. There is someone I can go over and ask in a moment about what's going on. The show's over, people. Training session's finished. I'm hanging back just in case there's an interception on the way. We're all going to go and grab some dinner now. But you never know what might happen, just in case they are being followed by undercover. There were 2 constables went past just before it finished a few months ago, but they walked straight past, didn't even interact with the group as far as I can tell, probably just on general patrol, whatever. But I'm just going to keep a reasonable distance at the moment so that I can capture any potential interception. Just stopping here because someone's stopping there themselves. But I'm very hungry, so I'm really hoping that there's no more interference from Babylon. So if that is the case, then that's it for the day's action, as it were. Might catch a chat with a couple of people if they're up for coming on the record on cam when we're at lunch, which would be cool. So watch this space, people. You heard it here first on My Left Eye. Thanks a lot for watching to the end of the video. If you'd like to help the channel out a bit more, then please check out some of our other content and hit various supportive buttons such as like and subscribe. Super thanks are also open, and there's a link to our Buy Me a Coffee page in the description of this video. If you want to go a step further, then hit the join button, and for only 99p you can enjoy exclusive perks like members only videos and early viewings, plus lots more, and you get to join the list of awesome people that you can see on your screen right now. As always, your contributions are much appreciated. Thanks again, people. My Left Eye will be seeing you soon.